My pranam to all Atmajyotis. I welcome all of you for today's special satsang on the occasion of Makara Sankranti 2026. Let us understand the spiritual significance of Makara Sankranti. Every festival of India, every story of India has three levels of meaning: Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika, Adhyatmika. So today we'll contemplate on these three meanings of Makara Sankranti. So what is Makara Sankranti? Makara Sankranti is a time of Uttarayana Punyakala. So there are the Uttarayana Punyakala represents one of the two spiritual paths. Kala doesn't mean time here. Uttarayana Punyakala and Dakshinayana Punyakala, Kala, the word is used to indicate Marga. Uttarayana Marga and Dakshinayana Marga. It is not time. So there are two spiritual paths for bhaktas or devotees and for karmis. So bhaktas or devotees, throughout their life, they have worshipped certain deity. It can be Rama, Krishna, Vishnu, Shiva, Parvati, Ganesha, whichever deities they worship. When they, after death, they will take the path of light. Path of light. That means they are not in darkness. They have evolved. Their mind has become pure. So Chitta Shuddhi is happened. So they take the path of what we call as Uttarayana Marga. Then this path is called Uttarayana Marga or Uttarayana Kala. Both mean same thing. Kala, don't take it as time. Kala, Uttarayana Marga, those who travel, they go on the path of light. So what happens when they die? Their Jivatma moves from the body through the Sushumna Nadi. It goes through Adna or Brahmarandra, and Jivatma travels to the higher level Loka. If it is Krishna, Goloka. If it is Vishnu, Vaikuntha Loka. If Shiva, Shiva Loka. So that Loka is a physical place in time and space. So the Jiva travels. Now for the Jiva, who is traveling, various devatas come into picture. It's like you don't know the path, you know you require guides are required. The guides are coming in the path of the jiva and take the guide the jiva all the way to that particular deity loka, Vishnu loka, Vaikuntha loka, Shiva loka, whichever loka he has worshipped. So these devatas, devata means divi means light. So this is a path of light. There are devatas to guide you to the higher level loka. And who is eligible for this path? Those who have done karma yoga. From kamya karma, they have moved into karma yoga. They have done upasana, meditation on different type of deities. Vishnu, Shiva, Parvati, Ganesha, even Sadguru. So different devatas they have done upasana. They are eligible provided they have realized the deity when they are alive. They have to become Brahmavid. That means they have realized the deity even when they are alive. It's not that somebody has done upasana but not realized the deity, is not eligible in the path. He will have to continue his journey in the earthly plane. So these people go through krama mukti. So realization is 4 types in the earthly plane: Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya. Salokya means somebody who feels, let's say he does the upasana of Vishnu or Krishna. While chanting the name of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So chanting of the name of God, puja, he feels that God in his loka, in his house, in his presence. So that's called Salokya. The deity comes to your loka. But after that, the devotee moves to the loka of the deity. So you have to understand, before death, somebody has done upasana. So Krishna upasana. So Krishna means not in the physical form. The devotee feels that I'm offering Naivedya, Krishna is taking. Like that. The feeling is there. So that is called Salokya. Samipya means you feel as if you are interacting with the deity. So you will tell your problems, difficulties to deity, and deity will give the solution. Sarupya means your inner quality changes. You start taking the qualities of the deity. So Krishna or Rama or Shiva, Krishna means witnessing, Krishna Rama means dharma, Shiva means vairagya. Those qualities come in devotee. And possibly the devotee can merge with the deity, but that happens, Sayujya will happen after he dies, after the body is dropped. So if somebody has realized Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya, so then when they are alive, then they travel on the path of light called what we call as Uttarayana Marga. This is also called Devayana Marga or Shukla Marga. Shukla means light. Now what happened to people who are karmis? So these people who have done upasana and karma yoga, they attain krama mukti. Krama mukti is progressive relation. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya. Sayujya they will attain after death. So these jivas will go to the deity's loka, let's say Vishnu loka, Shiva loka, or Guru loka. Then they live there. They do the sadhana, they continue sadhana. What sadhana they continue? They have done karma yoga, they have done upasana, they have done, but they have not gone to jnana. So jnana will be taught by the devata there to them, so that they get mukti in that loka. This is called path of no return. On the other hand, there are people who follow the Vedic rituals. They strictly follow what is Veda prescribed. They do various types of yajna, havana, and all. So those people are called karmis. These people are called bhaktas. Those who are traveling in the Uttarayana Marga. So these people who are traveling in the Dakshinayana Marga, they are called karmis. They have done karma kanda. They follow the rituals, strictly they follow the puja, but they are not done the upasana, or they are not done the karma yoga. So they follow the path of darkness. This is called path of return. It's also called Pitriyana or Krishna Marga. Now what happens is that by doing rituals, by doing yajna, they acquire a lot of good merit, punya. The punya qualifies them for a higher level loka. Higher level loka is Swarga loka, not the Vaikunta or Devata loka, because they are not aspired for it. And when they go there, they will enjoy the punya and then come back to the earth. That's why it's called path of return. Uttarayana Marga is path of no return. Dakshinayana Marga is path of return. Uttarayana Marga, somebody goes in Uttarayana Marga, goes to Devata loka. There he studied Atma Jnana under the guidance of Guru or Brahmaji there. So these are the two paths, Uttarayana Marga, Dakshinayana Marga. Now what happened to the third category, who are neither bhaktas? Bhakti gives to Chitta Shuddhi. Bhakti purifies Chitta Shuddhi. Once Chitta Shuddhi happened, if bhakta has a good prarabdha karma, he will come across a Jnani Guru. Then he'll get Jnana, Atma Jnana. Then he'll become Mukta. Mukta does not go to any loka. Mukta's Jivatma does not travel to any loka. Jivatma becomes one with Paramatma here and now when he is alive. That's why it's called Jivan Mukti. For Jivan Mukta, there is no travel to any loka. It is liberation here and now, not going anywhere. Whereas for a Bhakta, the liberation happens in a Krama Mukti, happens to go to that loka. And for a Karmi, there's no liberation Mukti. They'll go to the Deva Loka, Sarga Loka, enjoy the Punya and come back. So you can think this like a visa. Somebody here, this is called path of no return. A Bhakta gets a permanent visa in the Devata Loka. Okay, he goes there, he is born there, and then he'll continue spiritual journey of Atmadana, Vedanta study in Devaloka, in that Loka of the deity. Whereas Karmi is a temporary visa. They'll go to Sargaloka. Sargaloka, you can think more like a five-star hotel. In five-star hotel, you have to spend a lot of money. In Sargaloka, people who go there, Sargaloka, they have to spend punya and then come back to earth. A Gnani, through Shravana, Mana, Nidhyasa, he has attained Jivan Mukti here and now. He doesn't go to any loka. That's Gnani. So now what will happen to common man who is neither Karmi, nor Bhakta, nor Gnani? So for them, the path of cycle is continuous. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jadre shayanam, ye samsare, bahudusare, kripaya pare, pahi murare. They'll completely, they'll keep on going through repeated cycle of birth and death in the earthly plane. If somebody has done papa, these are actually ordinary people. They are neither bhaktas, nor gnanis, nor karmis. They day to day take care of living, they take care. Suppose somebody has done a papa, very sin, then they can be born in the lower level lokas, animal world. So this is the Gnani. Gnani is not going anywhere. He is born here. He merges in Jivatma with Paramatma here and now in the earthly plane with the body. That's why it's called Jivan Mukta. Whereas a person, ordinary person, will go through repeated cycle of birth and death. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. And finally, until he comes to Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Upasana, Jnana, he'll continue the cycle. If somebody has done a lot of bad karma, punya, papa, then he can be born in an animal world. Anybody has a question on so far? Uttarayana Marga, Dakshina Marga clear?
Why did Bhishma waited?
I'll tell you. I'll take the Bhishma story. I'll tell you. Okay. So there are two questions related to what I told so far. Realization of deity is called Brahmavid. How is it Brahmavid? Okay. So in Jnana, we have four categories of Jnanis. Brahmavid, Brahmavidvara, Brahmavidvarenya, Brahmavidvarishta. In Bhakti, when we say Brahman, in Vedanta, Brahman is applied to two aspects. Saguna Brahma or Ishvara is also Brahman. Nirguna Brahma or Parabrahma is also called Brahman. Both are using the same name, but you have to see the context. So when we say Brahmavidya, in Saguna Brahma context, somebody has realized Brahman as Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya. So that also is called Brahmavid, but Brahman here is Ishvara. In case of Gnani, Brahmavid means Paramatma. Is it clear? Is the first answer clear to the person who asked the question? Okay. Second question. Somebody goes to any loka other than Brahma loka. Let us say he goes to Krishna loka. Krishna loka is called Goloka. Or he can go to Shiva loka. So he gets a Jnana in Brahma loka only. Or Shiva loka or Krishna loka, he'll get a Jnana and get eventually Mukti. The answer is, it depends on the aspiration of Jiva. Somebody goes to Goloka, the Jiva aspires, I want to be with Krishna permanently. Then he will not go to Jnana, Mukti. Somebody says, Krishna, somebody goes to Krishna Loka and desires to get Mukti Dnana, then Krishna Paramatma teaches Atma Dnana to that Jiva in the Goloka. Whichever deity is there, that deity becomes the Guru there, provided you have aspiration to get to Mukti. Okay. So, realization of the deity means, what is the meaning of realization of deity? Realization of deity means Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya when you are alive. And Salokya, Samipya, Surupya when it happened here, the deity will come to your house, deity will come to your place in the earthly plane. And the Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya happens when Jivatma goes to deity's loka. So both means realization. Venkat, you have a question?
Prabhuji, in case of Bhishma, he waited
I'll come to
for.
Bhishma story. Okay. When I
Okay.
come to Bhishma story, please ask the question.
Sure.
So far, whatever I told, is there any question? Okay, Bhishma story, I'll take it a little bit later, then I'll tell you. Okay. Anybody else, any questions? We'll continue. So, how do we celebrate Makara Sankranti? We make variety of dishes, the pongal, we'll eat sugar cane, right? We do celebrate and we take up that jaggery, okay? And we make the small dolls out of sugar. So what is the, is this just a eating festival or you eat something? Or is there something more significant to this eating? So Dakshinayana Kala, the time which period before this is the period of sowing, sowing the rice, wheat, the sugar cane, sowing season. Uttarayana Punyakala is the reaping season. Cut that, bring home. So, sowing season in spiritual sadhana is the period of spiritual practices. I do sadhana. What sadhana? A karma yoga you can do, upasana you can do, jnana sadhana you can do. It is a period, it represents the period of sadhana, spiritual practices. Uttarayana Punyakala is the period we reap the fruits. Whatever you have sown, you will cut it. Right? So in sadhana, spiritual practices, you have sown, you have done karma yoga, you have done upasana, you have done dana. The phala you start enjoying in Uttarayana Kala. So now please understand, do not confuse the word Kala with Marga. Uttarayana Kala means Uttarayana Marga. Dakshinayana Kala means Dakshinayana Marga. But for a common man to understand, they have associated with the time period of Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. So somebody has done sadhana for let's say 20 years. The 20 years period is Dakshinayana path for him, Dakshinayana Marga for him. Marga. Rather, the 20 years period is sadhana marga for him. Then once he starts getting realization, that period is the fruits of sadhana is coming to him. So that is actually Uttarayana Punyakala. So after that, when death happens, he will go to the higher level loka. So do not mix up the word Kala and Marga. Many people in Chaturmasa, during Dakshinayana Kala, they do Chaturmasa Vrata. Right? During the Chaturmasa, they sit at one place, they don't travel. Two reasons. One is it's a rainy season, they can't travel. Wherever they are there, they study the scriptures and they do satsanga, harikatha. So that's actually sadhana. In Light of Self Foundation, for us, throughout the year, we study scriptures. For us, there's no time frame. Throughout the year, we do Atma Dana, Atma Vichara, Karma Yoga. So we are not bound by Chaturmasa. We do our learning and study spread throughout the year. So now, when we say we eat the fruits, so this is a season for cutting. Uttarayana Kala means Uttarayana Marga. Please understand, it's Marga. So Uttarayana Marga is where you reap the fruits of your sadhana by going to higher level loka. That's the Uttarayana Marga. So then, also during Makara Sankranti day, there's a kite festival. Children play with the kites and adults also play with the kites. So now the kite festival, what is this? It's a play or a game. Food we eat also represents the sadhana phala, enjoying the fruits of our sadhana. The soaring, the kite represents the soaring aspiration. So Uttarayana Kala, somebody wants to go to higher and higher level of Devata, that is represented by kite. I want to go higher, higher, higher. So that way, in Sanatana Dharma, every festival, every ritual has a deeper spiritual significance. So then we'll come to next about a legend associated with Uttarayana. First, let us stand the sloka of Uttarayana Marga. Yatra kale tvarantaram आवृत्तिम चैव योगिनः प्रयाता यान्तितं कालम पक्षामि भरतर्षभा अग्निर्ज्योति अह शुक्ल षण्मासा उत्तरायणम तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविदो जनाः भगवद गीता 8.23-24 this sloka. This is 8.23. So now there are two different paths are described in Bhagavad Gita 8.23 and 2 There are two paths. One is path of no return called Uttarayana Marga and path of return called Dakshinayana Marga. So path of Uttarayana has the deities 6 months of southern northern hemisphere. It's called Uttarayana Kala. But Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad speak of Uttarayana Marga. They associate Kala for our understanding. So the deities which take the Jivatma to Paramatma, Jivatma to Mukti, or Jivatma to Deity Loka is deity of moon, deity of Agni, fire, deity of Jyoti, Agni Jyoti, Ahaha, Chandra, Agni, Shukla. These are the 4-5 deities take the Jivatma to the higher loka. These are devatas. So what is devata? Devata is a consciousness principle, forces operating in the nature. Everything in nature, scientists call as a material force. Upanishad and Vedas call them as conscious forces. The material force has no existence. The consciousness operating with the force is called conscious force. For example, Surya is a sun for scientists. For Vedantins, Surya is Surya Devata. The consciousness operating to Surya. Chandra is Chandra Devata. Consciousness operating to Chandra Devata. So let us gravity. Gravity is gravity Devata. Consciousness force is there because that's why it's maintained. So there are 5 different Devatas when take Jivatma to the higher level Loka. That is mentioned in Uttarayana Marga. Are we clear? Anybody has a question on there? Agni Jyoti, Aha Shukla, Shanmasa, Uttarayana. Agni, the fire. Jyoti means light. Ahaha, morning deity. Shukla, Shukla Paksha, the full moon deity. These are the deities which will take the Jivatma to the higher level Loka. Shanmasa, Uttarayana, deity of Uttarayana. They take to higher level Loka. So there is a legend associated with the there's a story in Mahabharata associated with Uttarayana Marga. Okay. So now that story is of the story of Bhishmacharya. So the Bhishmacharya, the grand sir, who died, who actually was 350-year old when he entered Mahabharata Vara, very powerful warrior. He got injured. Then he says he had a boon from his father that he will be Ichamani. He will die with his will. When he wills, he will die. Ichamana boon was there. So Bhishmacharya dies in Dakshinayana time. So that's actually last month we celebrated Gita Jayanti. Gita Jayanti was the first day of Bhagavad Gita teaching Mahabharata war. After 18 days, Bhishmacharya is injured in 8th or 10th day. Then he sleeps on a bed of arrows, waiting for his death. So after death, he waits for Uttarayana Punyakala to go to higher loka. Okay. So the now question here comes: if Uttarayana Kala means Uttarayana Marga, why did Bhishma wait for the period? Is it Kala or Marga? Then what is Ichcha Marana? So somebody decides I will die, he will die. Is it Ichcha Marana? So these two questions will come. So first question is Ichcha Marana means Ichcha Jivana. Most of the people don't have ability to live as long as they want. As they become old, death will take them. They won't die. They will. The natural causes will make them die. Bhishma had a boon or methodology or a technique by which he can prolong his life to 350 years without dying. That's why he had a life of his choice. Then when he doesn't want to live, he will drop his body. That's called Ichcha Marana. So Ichcha Marana has two parts, Ichcha Jivana and Ichcha Mrityu. So let's say somebody has Ichcha Marana, when he wants to die, but then his health is not good. At the age of 70, he becomes old. Then what is the point of Ichcha Marana? Ichcha Marana has Ichcha Jivana and Ichcha Marana. When he doesn't want to live, he can drop his body. That's one aspect of Ichcha Marana. Then, why did Bhishma wait for Uttarayana Kala? So, number one reason, Bhishma wanted to give respect to his father's boon. He wanted to show to the world that his father is a great being whose boon has a real value. So first is respecting the boon of his father. Second is when a Gnani dies or when a Bhakta dies, in Uttarayana Kala if he dies, then the nature supports him. In Dakshinayana Kala dies, he will still travel to go to Brahmaloka. Let's say some Bhakta dies in Dakshinayana Kala, will he not go to Devaloka or not? He'll go. But the forces of nature support him more during Uttarayana Kala. Say, for example, let's say I want to do a puja. That puja I can do anytime. But if I do a puja specific time, the puja phala will be more. So journey will be, nature will facilitate the journey much more in a better way when it dies in Uttarayana Kala. That's why Bhishma died in Uttarayana Kala. Now, Venkat, your question.
I got the answer by the Prabhuji already.
What answer did you get? What was your question and what answer did you get?
Uttarayana, Uttarayana Kala, it is for a spiritual seeker. It is there is no time for
There's no time.
no time. But Bhishma try to prove the boon. Number one, number two, it's auspicious. It will support the journey. That is why he left in that period.
Right. So basically, the time also has a factor in our spiritual practice. Okay, somebody is a great bhakta. If he dies in Dakshinayana Kala, whether he go to Devaloka, that Loka, he will definitely go. Understand? But his journey is smoother and facilitated in Uttarayana Kala. That's all. It's a facilitated. But he will still go to that higher Loka in the time period. But Uttarayana Kala and time Marga, you should not confuse. Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad speak of Uttarayana Kala, but they are really speaking of Uttarayana Marga. And Agni, Jyoti, Raha, Shukla, Shanmasa, the deity of the morning, deity of the full moon, deity of the fire, all these things are deities. They're not the physical elements. Am I clear? Venkat?
Yes.
So, which is the festival, beginning of the festival for Dakshinayana Kala? That's the question. All of you know which festival is the beginning of Dakshinayana Kala, right? The answer is known to you. Mahalaya Amase will be over. Then, after Mahalaya Amasa, Chatur Masa starts. The Guru, what we call as uh, Guru Purnima festival will come. Guru Purnima festival, we take a oath. We take a pratitna that we'll do spiritual sadhana. Chaturmas Vrata will start. So that is the beginning of Dakshinayana. Anybody else any questions? Is the answer clear? So now, this day, in Shabarimala temple, there is a light which is seen in the mountain. It's called Makara Vilukku, Makara Jyoti. Lakhs and lakhs of people gather there to see the Makara Jyoti. What is the significance of that? So Makara Jyoti represents the Shabarimala temple has 18 steps. So the 18 steps represents sadhana type done by the devotees. So you can see Shabarimala devotees, Ayyappa devotees. So they will wear a black dress, they will practice certain practices, they'll keep on chanting Sharanam, Sharanam, Sharanam Ayyappa, they do puja early morning. They have done a spiritual sadhana. And with that, their process, they're doing Chitta Shuddhi. So for them, that process is indicated by 18 steps. Then when you go there, here there's a big board, Tattvamasi. After sadhana, the teaching is given, Tattvamasi, you are that. You are Jivatma is one with Paramatma. Then Makara Vilukku is shown, the light is shown to remind you that if Jivatma, Paramatma, Ekatvam, you are not able to realize through Jnana, you can still go to higher level loka through Bhakti. So that's why Makara Vilukku. So there are 14 lokas. Our earthly plane is here, Bhuloka. Above lokas are Bhuloka, Bhorloka, Swarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, higher level lokas. Lower level lokas are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. So a person goes in Uttarayana Marga, he goes to higher level loka, Satyaloka. A person goes in Dakshinayana Marga, he goes up to Swargaloka, enjoys the fruits of Punya and comes back to earth. Somebody who is not a karmi, not a bhakta, he'll keep on rotating in Boloka forever. A yogi, he 6 chakras of the body, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Adna, Brahmarandra. He considered this as a microcosmos. This is a macrocosmos. So Jivat, the yogi, considers his body as a microcosmos, representation of the cosmos. Microcosmos is representing the macrocosmos. Yad Brahmande, Tad Pindade. So he will rotate his Kundalini energy and rise to Sahasrara for Brahmaloka, Satyaloka. And that sadhana he does. So one yogi who has done this sadhana, take his Kundalini to Sahasrara, established there, Chitta Shuddhi is happening. If he doesn't get Jnana, then he'll go to Brahmaloka here. He is like a Bhakta. If he gets Jnana here, he'll become Mukta. So this is about Makar Sankranti festival, spiritual festival. Anybody has any questions? Venkat, clear? So if nobody has a question, let us close with Sankalpa. Hey Sadguru, Hey Parameshwara, Hey Sarveshwara, Hey Dnaneshwara, on the occasion of Makar Sankranti 2026, all of us resolve to take the path of Uttarayana Marga, purify ourselves, and take the path of Karma Yoga, Upasana, and Dana. Bless us with Shraddha, Bhakti, Jnana. Bless our family, bless the whole world. Show us the path of Atmano Mokshartam Jalintaya. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನೇ, ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಆತ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದರ್ಶನಂ ಸತ್ಯದರ್ಶನಂ. ಅಂತರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಬಹಿರ್ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಪರಾತ್ಪರ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರೇವ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಶಿವೋಸ್ಮ್ಯಹಂ. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಲೋಕಾಃ ಸಮಸ್ತಾಃ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಹರಿ ಓಂ. In the same Zoom, we'll start Kannada in 5 minutes.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank
Hari
you.
Om.
Was it clear?